I will tell you, every single worship service that we would have online, I got at least 2 or 3 texts every single Sunday from people saying, man, great job. We're so thankful for everything being done. I just want to thank you for your patience and your grace and your kindness over the last few weeks as we've navigated this really challenging time. This has been hard for everybody. And the fact that we've been able to get through in a great way, in an encouraging way, that people have been so gracious and so kind and so patient, is just really encouraging. And even today. And when I think that God is Son not sparing, sent him to die, I scarce can take it in. That on the cross, my burden gladly bearing, he bled and died to take away my sin. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art.
He says, make up your mind not to put a stumbling block or obstacle in the way, in the road of a brother or sister. Now, the most obvious one that he deals with, first of all, is a judgmental attitude. He says, stop, therefore, in verse 13, therefore stop passing judgment on one another. What happens is, one of the biggest obstacles we throw in the road for other people is a negative, critical, judgmental attitude, where we're constantly kind of hypercritical of people, or constantly nitpicking, and what happens there is they either get discouraged, they get despondent, or they begin to judge and criticize back. It makes it easier for them. And so he says, don't do that. Don't have that judgmental kind of attitude, constantly nitpicking. Why'd they say that? Why did they do that? And he says, just stop doing that, because that's one of the biggest obstacles. Make up your mind, and that's a very important statement. He says, make up your mind, make a decision in life that we're just not going to leave obstacles in the road for other people. We're not going to do things that are causing other people to stumble. We're going to not do things that people expect and that are causing them to. We're not going to say anything that's going to cause somebody to stumble, to struggle. We're going to say everything we feel like we need to say in order to help people not to struggle. He says, make a decision in life that's the way you're going to live. Examine all of our behaviors and see if they're causing someone a problem. Somebody in our family, somebody at work, somebody in church, somebody in the community. If anything I'm doing causing someone else a problem, we got to keep stuff out of the road for other people. It was interesting. I grew up, of course, I know I'm older than most of you, but I grew up watching the Three Stooges. Anybody watch the Three Stooges? It's time for confession. Elliot, I love it, man. One of our youth, he's in the back, says, man, I watch it. I love the Three Stooges. And it's obvious who my favorite is. Those of you, that was Curly, okay, for those of you who don't watch the Three Stooges. And so, one of the funniest episodes in the Three Stooges, they're walking down a path, okay, through a jungle, and there's branches. Of course, Moe's always in the lead, all right? So Moe's got the branch, okay, and he's going, and what does he do? He lets go of the branch and smacks Larry right in the face, all right? Well, of course, Larry then pokes him in the eyes, and Curly, whoop, 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 and you go, and you think, well, that's funny for the Three Stooges, but how many of you aspire to be one of the Three Stooges? Don't raise your hand, all right? Because that's rude. If you were walking behind somebody And they get a hold of this branch, and boy, they get that thing bent real good, and you think, well, they're going to be considerate, and they're going to hold it for me. And then they let go of it, bam, that thing smacks you right in the face. How is that going to make you feel? Are you going to be at peace with the person in front of you? Of course not. Because they just got you smacked in the face by a branch. Well, that's the way we should live our lives. You see, the things that we sometimes do are like that branch that we let go and bam, it smacks. Sometimes the things that we say or don't say are like that branch that, boy, we're holding it, and then we let it go and smack somebody right in the face. I know you've heard of Spider Mountain, all right? Spider Mountain Bike Park. It's out there in Silver Creek. Somebody told me they're building a ski lift in Silver Creek, and I said, have you lost your mind? There's no snow in Silver Creek. You can't go skiing. Somebody's building a stinking ski lift in Silver Creek. You got to go see it. So finally one day I said, I'm going to go see it. Lo and behold, there is a ski lift in Silver Creek. Now, it's not for skiing, it's for downhill biking, okay? You ride your bike down a hill. And I got to thinking about, and you can go online on YouTube and hit Spider Mountain. Man alive, there are some incredible videos of people, with the GoPro on their helmet going down Spider Mountain. It's crazy, crazy stuff. But what would you think about a person who rode down Spider Mountain, and they'd stop on occasion, and they'd see this big old rock, and man, they'd get that rock, and they'd put it right in the middle of the trail. All right? They go a little further. They say, ooh, man, there's a log. Somebody cut down a tree. So they get that log, man, and they drag it across the trail, They go a little further. Ooh, there's another great rock, and they throw it in. What would you think about a person like that? Not very much, right? Yeah. Well, see, sometimes that's the way we are in life. We have this careless attitude, like I could care. I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't care how it impacts other people. If I want to throw a rock in the trail, I'm going to throw a rock in the trail. If something I'm doing causes somebody a problem, it's a person. That's their problem. That's a personal problem. See, if you have that attitude, if you adopt that attitude, then you're never going to have peace. Okay? You're just not. You're not going to be at peace with people. We got to keep stuff out of the road for people. Otherwise, we're going to wind up people getting hurt and offended and not happy with us at all. Certainly no peace at all.